Hey, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Captain Taylor here with SaltyScales.com. Today I'm going to show you how to implement two simple fishing hacks that you can start using right away to help catch more fish. And also the second one is a convenience fishing hack. So if you lack a hook keeper, I'm going to show you how to add one to your rods. And this simple hack here is going to add a lot of dynamic to your baits that you can use on your stick baits, your plugs, etc. for fresh or salt water. That'll give it that much more flash. So come along and I'll show you how to do it. Alright guys, here we go. Got my hook removed, well at least my Mustad Elite triple grip hook. Use my nifty little split ring pliers to do so. They're a lifesaver. What we're going to do is add some bucktail and caribou flash to the hook to give it a better dynamic, a larger profile and wobble, and this small tip could be just enough to entice that strike. So when you're on the boat and your buddy's looking at you wondering why you're catching all the fish, it's the small things that matter sometimes. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to take a little piece of this bucktail. You can get this off of the internet or Bass Pro, but it's a little inflated in price over at the Bass Pro, and you don't want too much. Just cut off a little bit here. Alright, so what I'm going to be doing is adding this bucktail to the treble, and I'm going to be using white thread. And here today, this is Danville's 210 denier, 100 yards. So I highly recommend, guys, trying these type of things, these out of the box ways of doing things, because you know, not a lot of people go out of their way to do it, so the fish see a lot less of it. And if you have someone that's pressuring a lake or a pond and they're just throwing, you know, what everybody else is throwing, try to do something a little different and you'll be surprised at the outcome. You know, a lot of the serious tournament anglers, they definitely think outside of the box. Make a couple quick wraps to kind of secure it to the hook. It's going to be probably one of the hardest parts of this process. And you can see here, now I have it secure. And don't worry too much about the placement of the feathers. Once it's secured to the hook, we can manipulate those. So go ahead and make some wraps. Get it nice and secure. A bunch of little wraps, really tightening it down. Try to secure these feathers in place. And you see there, they should look really nice. Now what I like to do is go ahead and close it off with this little, like an overhand knot essentially. But before I finish, I want to go ahead and add a little Flashabou, and this is Tencel Flash. This will give it just that much more action, or just that much more flash in the water, which is what you want. And don't get carried away, just grab a little bit of it, lay it right on the sides of it, of what you've already done, and just like you did prior, go ahead and start your wrap. And just keep wrapping to completely secure it. Alright, so what you do is you take, I like to use a little fly head cement, and go ahead and completely secure it with this fly head cement. And what that'll do is, you know, bond everything together and prevent anything from unraveling. So it strengthens your knot that much more. Then you just trim your little tags. Now the very next step, I like to just go through and trim my feathers, get them somewhat organized, just like that. Get that a second to cure, and we can manipulate the feathers and add it back to the plug. You can just manipulate your feathers and your flash, move them and position them to where they're somewhat centered. That way it doesn't throw the lure completely off. There we are. Alright, so now all we do is go ahead and add our lure back, or our hook back to the lure, using our split ring pliers. And that's about what it should look like. Alright, so on to the next one. This is our convenient fishing hack. All you need is a small zip tie and a split ring. Alright, so here we go. We have our little zip tie, and just our small split ring. What you want to do is go ahead and add your split ring onto your zip tie. Pull this tight, your zip tie that is. Get it nice and snug on here. Take some pliers, get a good grip, pull super tight, and then just trim your zip tie. Now you'll see you have a little hook keeper. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Now most of the good rods these days, guys, have the hook keeper, but if you're buying a little cheaper rod, you know, between that $20 and $80 class, sometimes they don't take the extra step to add it. But no worries, you can add one yourself. And this is not going to go anywhere until you cut that bad boy off, so you don't have to worry about it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed today's fishing hacks. If you did, please give a thumbs up, comment below, and subscribe. Hey, let me ask you, what are your favorite fishing hacks? Hey, maybe if I get a really good one in the comment section, I could create a video so the rest of you guys can learn how to do it. Hey, until next time, I'll see you on the water.